Thanks for this opportunity to speak to the Kyiv Security Forum. I'm sorry I couldn't attend in person. This is an important event hosted by my friend Arseniy Yatsenuk. I want to thank him for all of the friendship and visits over the past few years. 5 years after the historic events in Ukraine, the West is facing an onslaught of challenges from Russia and from within. I'm the son of a Lithuanian immigrant to the United States, and I'm always deeply involved to see Lithuania today a proud democracy anchored in the European Union and NATO. My longtime foreign policy staffer is the son of Dutch immigrants who grew up under the Nazis, yet today sees the incredible peaceful free movement of ideas, people, and trade between the former enemies as part of the historic European Union. And of course, in Ukraine, so many dreamed of a more open, free, democratic nation anchored with values in the West, a dream that culminated in the Maidan years ago, but really hasn't been fully realized as of today. I remember walking through the Maidan with my friend, the late Senator John McCain. He was recognized by almost everyone. It was not long after those historic events. We walked in quiet respect to the shrines and memorials for those who'd been brutally killed in that noble protest. I remember how deeply John McCain and I felt about the events in Ukraine, about the role of the United States in supporting efforts for democracy and an open future. McCain was a real hero whose voice is really missed around the world and especially here in the United States. But his ideals, his values continue, and I hope they will in Ukraine and Europe as well. Simply, we must not give up on all the achievements built over the last decades in Europe, bringing peace, security, and prosperity to a region that experienced so much war. We shouldn't ever take for granted the achievements which have been made and continually invest and nurture those in the future. We can't give up on our values: democracy, human rights, freedom of the press, and association. And we've got to end corruption that undermines democracy every day. These are elements we've fought hard to enshrine and protect. I was struck the other week by the words of a New York Times columnist, Roger Cohen, who wrote, "I'm a European patriot because I witnessed how nationalism could turn a cosmopolitan European city into the place where Tulik lost his legs." He was referring to Sarajevo. Nationalism, self-pitying and aggressive, seeks to change the present in the name of an illusory past in order to create a future vague in all respects except its glory. Pregnant with violence, manipulating fear, it is an exercise in mass delusion. I hate it with all my being, he wrote. He concluded, European unity is a peace magnet. He wrote, I'm a European patriot for my children and grandchildren. It is they who will pay the price if the most beautiful post-war political idea dies. As you embark on this conference, as Ukraine embarks on an important election, again reaffirm your commitment to a democratic future and to our shared democratic values and our friendship with the West.